Have you ever been curious about how a narcissist ends a relationship? Is it the tearful, heartbreaking farewell like in typical love stories? Or is there a completely different scenario at play, filled with manipulation and calculation? In this video, we will lift the veil and step into the dark psychological world of the narcissist to explore how they end a relationship. Brace yourself, because the truth may surprise and even chill you. But first, a warm welcome to the new members of the channel. Your support is incredibly valuable. This channel is dedicated to fostering growth through knowledge sharing, and as I share insights, I too continue to learn. If this is your first time joining, please take a moment to hit the subscribe button below to stay updated on our upcoming discussions. So when a narcissist is abandoned, they see it as an unforgivable insult. Their massive ego is deeply wounded, making them more vengeful, cruel, and dangerous than ever. They will react with intense rage, violent behavior, or subtle manipulations to seek revenge on you. But if they are the ones initiating the breakup, there's only one reason: they've found a new prey, a fresh source of supply to feed their enormous ego. Many narcissists tend to flirt right in front of their partner. They also love to point out when others find them attractive. They do these things to make their partner feel insecure and to give the impression that they are desired by many. Narcissists will have as many romantic relationships as they can handle, but when it's time to discard someone, don't expect them to do it kindly. To them, you become useless, and they won't hesitate to throw you away like an old toy. However, they won't just leave. They'll turn the breakup into a performance full of schemes to hide their twisted and selfish ego. Understanding this pattern will help you recognize the danger signs, protect yourself, and escape the toxic cycle as safely as possible. The first way a narcissist ends a relationship is by manipulating their partner into ending it first. They often do this by making their partner jealous, for example, by mentioning an ex or even spending time with an ex if that person is the new supply. The narcissist will claim they are innocent, but they hope that their actions are enough to make the partner want to end the relationship. They become more difficult to deal with, more distant, but not bad enough to be labeled as the villain. When you finally say goodbye, they won't resist, because that's exactly what they wanted. In this case, they'll do everything they can to protect their ego and hide their true nature. They will become master scriptwriters, rewriting history to make themselves look like the victim and you the villain. And to make this performance even more convincing, they will summon their flying monkeys, people they've manipulated to back up their version of events. The flying monkeys are the people manipulated by the narcissist, becoming actors in their play. These could be your friends, family, or even your close relatives. They are fed false information and carefully crafted stories about you, turning them against you, isolating you, and supporting the narcissist. But remember, the narcissist is a master at saying whatever is necessary to get the desired outcome. You know this because you've been in that exact situation with them. They will never tell anyone, "I cheated, I treated my partner badly, I financially abused them, I manipulated them," because that would mean they would have to look in the mirror and take responsibility, which would trigger their deep childhood wound, something their brain refuses to acknowledge. Instead, they will create a new story to protect themselves and make everyone around them believe that none of this is their fault. I know this is hard, because you might feel the urge to explain everything to people, wanting them to know the truth and that you did your best. But eventually you'll exhaust yourself if you keep trying to do that. This is the time to reevaluate your relationships and figure out who your true friends are. When you break up with a narcissist, you'll discover who really stands by you. When you end a relationship with a narcissist, they need a story to justify their actions. They will turn you into the villain to explain why the relationship didn't work. This makes ending the relationship even harder, because not only do you have to go through the breakup, but you also have to deal with their lies and manipulation. Remember, the first 12 months after breaking up will be an emotional roller coaster. You'll have to deal with the breakup itself, dividing assets, and caring for children if you have them. And those are just the basics of ending a relationship. When you break up with a narcissist, everything becomes much more complicated. I understand what you're going through, and I believe you're strong enough to get through all of it. You don't need validation from anyone, because your value has existed from the moment you were born. Look in the mirror, smile, and tell yourself, I deserve love and respect. Don't let anyone define who you are or control your emotions. Believe in yourself and the strength that lies within you. You are an independent individual who deserves happiness and freedom. Be brave enough to let go of the past, move forward, and create the life you truly desire. The second dirty way narcissists like to end relationships is by not ending it at all. They simply disappear and block you. Without any explanation or goodbye, they will suddenly cut off all contact, block you on every platform, and leave you drowning in questions and unbearable pain. While you're still drowning in confusion, trapped in negative thoughts and emotions, the narcissist has already moved on with their new source of supply. To them, it's as if you never existed. Their world now revolves around a new prey, a fresher supply. But don't be surprised if one day they suddenly reappear, as if nothing ever happened. They'll resume the relationship with you as if everything is normal, only to disappear again when they grow bored. Narcissists love to play a game of cat and mouse, keeping you trapped in a limbo where you're never sure what is real and what is not. So when faced with the unsettling silence of a narcissist, take a deep breath and remain calm. Don't let negative emotions, confusion, and anxiety take over your rationality. Be brave enough to face the truth, no matter how painful it may be. This is just one of the cruel tactics they use to end the relationship. I know accepting this truth isn't easy, especially when your heart is still holding on to feelings for them. But remind yourself that someone who truly loves you would never treat you this way. They wouldn't leave you drowning in insecurity and despair. They would stand by your side, share with you, and help you overcome all difficulties together. Don't create imaginary scenarios in your head to justify their disappearance. Don't deceive yourself with theories about unexpected accidents or misunderstandings. The reality is that they chose to leave in a selfish and irresponsible way, leaving you with deep wounds and unbearable pain. Remember, when the narcissist is not with you, they are with someone else. You are just one of many prey in their cruel game. Be brave enough to accept this harsh truth. It's the first step in healing your emotional wounds, escaping the toxic cycle, and finding your own happiness. The final tactic they use is to ignite arguments. Have you noticed that when a narcissist grows bored and wants to leave, the world around you suddenly becomes suffocating and tense? Every action, every word you say, no matter how small, can become a trigger for endless arguments. They will pick apart everything, exaggerate every issue, and turn minor matters into endless battles, leaving you drained and exhausted. But stay sharp. This is one of the common tricks narcissists use when they want to end a relationship. They deliberately start fights and then use those very conflicts as an excuse to leave. They will continually accuse you, making you believe that you are responsible for the breakdown of the relationship. They won't hesitate to pour fuel on the fire, digging deep into your wounds, making you drown in feelings of guilt and inadequacy. You'll be blamed for not being good enough, for causing them to cheat, for making them unhappy. They will use every cruel word in their arsenal to attack you, making you doubt your self-worth, and even pushing you toward emotional collapse. But remember, this is just a well-orchestrated performance by the narcissist. They are masterful actors, capable of convincing anyone to believe their play. Don't let yourself get pulled into this psychological game. Be brave and stay clear-headed, see through their true intentions, and firmly walk away from this toxic cycle. You deserve a healthy love, a relationship built on mutual respect and trust. And so we've explored the ways narcissists typically end relationships. These are elaborate plays, meticulously orchestrated, full of calculation and manipulation, designed to protect their fragile egos while inflicting deep wounds on their victims. Understanding these tactics will help you recognize the red flags, protect yourself, and safely escape the toxic cycle. Remember, you deserve a healthy love, a relationship built on mutual respect and trust. Share your story in the comments below. And don't forget to like, subscribe to our channel, and turn on notifications so you don't miss our upcoming videos. Together we can build a strong community where everyone can share, support each other, and heal from the wounds of toxic relationships.